What's up, everyone? This is M80, and we are in 7 Days to Die, trapped inside Dishong Tower challenge. And we are on day 6, which means that it is a Horde night tonight. I did overnight get myself a iron sledge made, tier 2. So we've got a little bit better than what we were. I've got stuff for gyrocopter put over here. And made a few things, got some bandages made up because we had the supplies for that. A little bit of food. I did make my way back up the tower, and of course I made steps, and I was able to get some of the loot from the top, but of course I could not get that hardened chest. So overnight I made lockpicks. We've got 10 of them to try to get in. So hopefully it doesn't take all 10, but we're going to see what we can do. I don't know if any other zombies are going to respawn up here, so we're going to check that out. But I do hope everybody's having an awesome day today, and be sure, if you haven't, be sure to light up that like button and blow up that subscribe button. It does help channel out, helps channel grow. So we do still have friends up here. Okay, what's up, Skinny Pete? Oh, I love this new sledge. Okay, am I at the right floor for... No, we need to go up. Steel. Okay, intellect bending machine. I didn't do these steps, but I should have. Oh, big boy. I don't know how many other crazy zombies we're going to run into here. Oh, it's trying to push me off there. What the heck? Okay. We should be able to go into here. This should be... Ooh, we didn't search that. Okay, nothing that great. But let's see. I believe it's on the other side of this apartment, right over here. This is the end loot one. We're going to see if we can get into this hardened chest right now. Oh, there's one lockpick. Like I said, I brought 10, hoping for, a little bit of luck here. So... we're going to see what happens. Okay, there was... Oh, come on. We're halfway through our lockpicks. Oh, this is it. Right, let's see what we got. Oh, nice stuff. Okay. More lockpicks, some minor gloves. Okay, cool. Yeah. Definitely stuff that's going to help. I miss that. Let's get those gloves. I do believe everything else has been got up here. We did get this ammo bag there. Okay. Like I said, I don't know if the rooftop is clear. Want to double check all this stuff. I did break some stuff down downstairs to make sure, Let's go ahead. Knife guy. We've already read that. Might as well read that again. Open. We've got a... Okay. Let's wear those, because those are going to be better than what we got. And we'll wear that, because those are going to be better. Let's go ahead and scrap those. Even though they only give me one, I'm still going to do it. Okay. There we go. No, I don't want the perception. I can put my strengths mod into there now. That's cool. So, okay, there we go. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, things got pretty crazy yesterday on here. But we made it through it. I don't know how the zombie respawn is going to go on here, so I'm kind of curious about that. Okay, let's see. We've still got a little bit of this area to check. I really am trying to check. I want to check for bird's nest. Because I need some eggs. I need one more egg to be able to make a bacon and eggs. But it's not looking promising. I thought that I would be able to find some up here. Okay. Ladder? Anywhere? Ladder? Ah, there we go. Okay. Recog. Ooh, I saw a bird's nest. Hopefully there will be an egg in there. Or I thought that I saw a bird's nest. Maybe it might have been that light that I was thinking I saw one. Oh, crap. Of course. That's the challenge with this one, you know. Okay. We are freezing, but we've got this whole floor cleared. The tower is completely clear now. So that is awesome. We can make our way, you know. I'm just going to leave those for right now. Make sure that we got everything clear. Looking for any kind of safes or anything. Doesn't look like anything there. Got all that. Let's go ahead and get this wood from here. Alright, at least it looks like it has pretty well quit raining on here. Looking for wall saves right now. So now we just kind of have to wait for stuff to start respawning, other than like the of course Horde night will get some stuff, but a lot of this now is going to be just kind of mining and stuff, you know, waiting for stuff to respawn, kind of making sure that we got everything. Okay. So yeah. See if there's anything on here that we might have missed. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. I think we got most everything. Okay, I do need to start breaking down some of this stuff in here. Let's see, what do those give me? Okay. Get some blood bags with those. Like I said, it's a lot of breaking stuff down. But the tower is officially mine now, so... At least, like I said, until zombies start to respawn. I'm kind of wondering, loot's showing that it respawns on day 8. So I'm kind of curious as to if that's whenever, like, the loot starts respawning. Stuff like that. Right now, we just gotta start tearing everything apart. Of course, all this stuff like this we need. I do want to get a dew collector here soon. That is a big thing, which we need to check to see where we are on the books. Let's see, workstations. We still need one more book for that. Of course, dew collect, or the... Okay, looks like the chemistry station comes along at 40. But like I said, a lot of these books, we've got to wait till things start to restock to get it. So... Unfortunately, we're kind of at the stage now where not really trying to clear any floors, so things kind of get a little bit boring for some. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to really try to make any iron tools right now. I know that I'm going to make, of course, a better sledgehammer and stuff, but I'm even debating on whether to go up to steel sledges. I mean, let's make sure that we take out all of these. I kind of wonder, do I get any light bulbs from this or anything? Because we are going to have to get that for the, of course, to be able to get the gyro. We got to get stuff like that. So... Oh, didn't loot this stuff. Ooh, bookcase I missed. There we go. Batter up, tech planet, armored up, and knife guy. Got anything behind you? Okay. See, I believe that we've been in that one. Okay. Yeah, we're just kind of, like I said, a lot of kind of clearing or dismantling stuff, seeing what we can get. Of course, working vending machines I'm not going to mess with right now. See, yeah, we got that, didn't we? Okay. What do you get from clocks? Okay. All right. So anymore right now is just kind of more of like demolitions, you know, breaking stuff down for the next couple days anyways. It's going to be kind of almost a little bit boring per se. Let's see. Like I said, I'm really just kind of checking for any kind of wall safes, anything like that. Little corner offices that I might have missed loot in, because that one had some really good stuff. I did put a point into Lucky Looter and living off the land, so that way we can get some more stuff from the stuff that we do harvest. Okay. It's just wood. We're kind of getting all the easy materials first, you know. I have a feeling in the long run, the food is going to be the hardest thing, which I do have a couple of more farm plots. I'm planning on trying to go more into living off land. So we are going to do that. I said, I just want to make sure everything has been gotten out of these offices. All of the stuff that we need. Okay. Eventually, I am planning on breaking down all those lights, stuff like that. It's just a matter of massive resource gathering. Of course, what I'm kind of wondering about has been on my mind is how am I going to get an engine? That kind of has me questioning how to do that, you know. Ooh. It's not an easy break. You know, I'm not real sure. Because, I mean, we definitely, if we were going to try to go to, you know, make a mixer, we'd have to have 2 engines. So that kind of, I don't know how we'd even pull that off right now. I did find a battery. It was a biker that had it. So I'm kind of wondering, you know, is a bike, am I going to have a chance of finding an engine in a biker, one of the biker bags, in other words. So I don't know that. That's kind of got me wondering on there how that's going to happen. Let's see, we're just going to kind of... Of course, another thing, having like the, the better sledgehammer and the better pistol. Of course, repairing it is going to be kind of a, you know, we got to have repair kits. So that means that we got to have steel for that. So there is kind of a little bit of a handicap too, you know. We've got to concern ourselves with that. Make sure that we keep that stuff going. And like I said, food's going to be a constant problem with us right now. I'm trying to get the most that I can, of course, but us coming up here doing this, of course, this kind of, you know, drops our food down more. I do have a sham chowder down there, so I do have a little bit of food. Plus, I've got some canned stuff, and I got a little bit of dukes that we can kind of make something. But yeah, a lot of this now is just kind of waiting for the Horde, making sure that we've searched everything. Like that cabinet there, I missed that. You know. Trying to break everything that we can down, of course. I know vending machines, we got to have so much steel for that, which means we've either got to completely, you know, crucible's gonna be a issue. This is an issue. So, you know, there's a few issues that I'm trying to figure out how to work around with this, and that's part of the challenge, though, is figuring out, you know, these things that we got to figure out. Of course, you know, we've got stuff like this. Is this going to give me any... It gives me mechanical parts, but is it going to give me any kind of, like, forged iron? I know some of the free weights do, like this over here, or at least they used to. We're gonna see. Yeah, you see, we're getting forged iron for that, which is good. We need a lot of forged iron, because I need forged iron to, of course, make the the repair kits and stuff like that if I'm going to make another sledgehammer. Of course, that's going to take forged iron. So, you know, we're going to try to run with the tier 2 as long as we can. And I don't know where we'll go from there, but like I said, right now I'm kind of hoping for a decent amount of loot during the Horde night, so but that's kind of where my mindset is right now on this. We're, of course, going through, gathering up every piece of material we can right now. These are going to give me... oh, cloths, okay. There we go. That was another thing I was trying to get, of course, a skill point. One thing that I was thinking on, I probably need to... I was looking at all skill points, trying to decide what I needed to put into. I think I need to put into Iron Gut, because food's going to be an issue. So there again, we need to try to, everything that we can, to try to keep that from being as much of an issue anyways. So that's going to kind of help right there. Which, there again, I didn't really think about that at first. But I did put, like I said, I put a point into living off the land. I think that's going to be an important thing on here. We've got plenty of materials to make a dew collector with. Yep, I know. I've got to go down, get me some food, get prepped up, start getting ready. I did work on the Horde base a little bit. I'll show you that here in just a few once I get... Let's just go ahead. I'm... ooh, heavy. Yep, and we just fell. Oh, we got a screamer. That is actually the first screamer that we've ran across in here, so it's kind of interesting. We do have a decent amount of ammo, which I want to hang on to that. Like I said, that shotgun turret, not really going to be much useful for me. I did make a box for all the gyro parts. We do have... we're starting to get a decent amount of health. I did have to use antibiotic because I did get infected the other night, so that was the thing. I don't know what to do with like stuff like this. I'm kind of... you know, maybe once we get out, we'll be, you know, hey, we made it out. We got money. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that. I've got an okay amount of blueberries, which that's kind of, right now, is kind of my main source of food. I was thinking I'm going to take some of the beer, use that during Horde night. That doesn't go in there. We need that up in here. And that stuff in here. Kind of wonder, can I make a shotgun? I can make the pipe shotgun. If I can make a double barrel, that would be kind of nice. Not seeing it. I don't know if I should make a pump. Let's see. No, I'm still quite a bit away from a double barrel shotgun. Okay. Recog would be nice to keep on me. I don't know. I'll think about the possibly making a double barrel or a regular shotgun. Don't really need the lockpicks on me anymore, do I? We kind of got that taken care of. Let's see. We do have... let's just go ahead and put that perception mod I did get a better wear up there, so let's just modify that. Throw that in there. I mean, that's going to give me an extra boost on perception in there. So, not really. Actually, more intellect would probably be better, wouldn't it? I hear him breaking stuff down there. I'm like, let's do, instead of that, do that one. There we go. Okay. Let's go deal with the riffraff. At least it's going to be something, you know. Okay, and then I'm not even hearing her. Okay, she got a scream in. I don't want her to go too crazy. Especially with it Horde night before, just before, we let her get one scream off and we'll, you know. Let's see what we get in here. Okay. Maybe I should have let her do a couple screams, huh? Oh, why? There we go. There we go. We're getting a little bit in now. Come on, y'all. Come on in. Say hi. I could use your bags. Ain't nothing too crazy. There we go. I get stuck on that a lot. Okay, maybe we should let her get another scream off, huh? Anybody else out there? Hello? I'm in the tower. Come see me. I'm getting lonely in here. I'm all by myself. This will be nice on day 8. Okay. Which, if we kind of get into the point of where, you know, it's just gathering resources, we may wait or do a couple day type montage in there, you know, of just gathering resources type deal, you know, maybe. Or I might just do a whole day of gathering resources, waiting for, and then like day 8, kind of go whenever everything starts to restock. Most of those are good. We might should have brought our food with us. Let's see. Could have got a can of stock, which that only helps with the water. It does have a jar of honey. I did not realize that. Ooh, that would be a pretty good thing to get. Although, you know, pretty regularly the nurses come in to see us, check up on us, and, you know, they kind of help us out. See if we can shoot him in the ass. Get him to come over here. Come bring me stuff. Come on. I want some stuff. I did put the scope mod that I had for the rifle. So. Oh, I did not search that. Oh, knife guy. Nice. Okay. See, you never know. Now, they beat up this one pretty good last time, so I decided I'm going to secure that up a little bit better. Hey, buddy. You bring me anything good? Yeah, but I had got infected. And I actually had a feral nurse come up, actually go under there and pop up over here on me while I was digging up stuff. It was like, really? You're going to cheese it that bad and get me like that? That's just not even right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's go check up on the second floor while we're wandering around, look for stuff like that. Ooh, I need to go back up and get my cobble too anyways, so, you know. This will be nice whenever it restocks. Like I said, we've got 2 more days until everything starts to restock. So, I'm looking forward to that. I'm ready for everything to restock. Okay. Ooh, I missed a chair. Let's see, I'm not going to worry about breaking that down. Oh, yeah. I'm going the steps. Or the ladder that I got on the other side. It's just a whole lot easier. Ooh, there we've missed a plant. Okay. But that's kind of what I decided to do. That way, you know, they can come running up and hopefully be a little bit better tracking for them, you know, instead of the way that they were having issues before. I really need to beat out a way over there to get up. What did I drop down? I want that. We do have a little bit of arrows. I got 2 repair kits, so we should be alright on that. 190 cobble. Hopefully that should be fine. I've got plenty of stone. I think I might go on and just in case, keep that on me. Okay. Yeah, I really need to work on, not here, but like this way. Oh, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. 10,000. Holy cow. Yeah, never mind that. We're just gonna go the long way around. I am not doing that. Okay. What I wouldn't mind getting, but I don't know if I can. I would love to get some tree seeds, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Because there are... Where are they? There was a couple trees out here that are kind of part of the POI, but there again... Oh, I think they broke them. Okay, never mind. Never mind that. Because you can kind of pull out on this mod. Of course, you can't put the block on the actual ground. You can't do that. Yeah, I'm not seeing any trees around whatsoever on here now. Yeah, we're just kind of doomed with no trees around, huh? Okay. Gonna get me a little bit of look outside, you know? Well, yep, there's no trees out there. Okay, that sucks. Sounds like we got somebody down here, visitor. What's up, Block 9? Okay. Hey, lady, come on over here. I got candy. Come on. Hey, you over there. Where'd you go? Where'd she go? Really? I was just going to be your friend. Let's see. Alright, well, nobody wants to be my friend. Anybody out here? Nope. Okay, well, that kind of sucks. Okay, well, we're just kind of wasting time until the Horde night now. Great. Nobody wants to come and be our friend. Okay. Well, let's just start working on scrapping some stuff. Although I really don't want to get my inventory too loaded down before the Horde. But, you know. Oh, do we have friends? Hello? I heard you. Hello? Hello? I'm in the tower. Oh, there we go. Come on in. Alright. I don't want to knock him. Woo. Oh man, he had to run to the bathroom. Stopped him on the way to the bathroom. Ooh. Hey, you found your way over here. And you didn't bring me anything. Shame on you. Just a complete shame on you. Okay, those are just iron. Mama's justice. Okay. Another thing that may be a little bit difficult that I don't know how we're going to get is the lights. I kind of wish that Dishong Tower had like a parking garage in the basement. Would be nice. That's where I think doing this challenge in like Vanity Tower would actually have a little bit of a benefit over any of them because it does have that parking garage in there. So, Dishong Tower, it makes it kind of rough because of that. You don't really have that, you know, ability. Let's go on and do a drop-off real quick. We should be getting close to time. I really don't know what to expect on this day 6 Horde. Because, I mean, I was having, you know, I've dealt with a few radiated so far. I even had radiateds come in on me while I was downstairs actually doing stuff. I don't know if they were some that were from, you know, from coming in as far as like, whenever I cleared up the roof or not. I don't know if some of them were that or not, but okay. Yeah, it's kind of wild. You look out the windows, it's nothing around this gigantic tower in the middle of nothing. So, I did break down this vending machine, got some iron and some forged iron from it. I need to go through and see what all ones upstairs are working and are not. Let's go ahead. I kind of want to... I'm kind of worried about cops, too. I don't know if we're going to have to deal with cops. And this may not be the best setup for cops, but, you know, we're going to deal with it. We're going to do what we can with what we got, right? Go ahead and build 20 more of those. Craft. We got a decent amount of wood, and there is stuff that I can break down for wood, so... Okay. Oh, I need to check. Yeah, let's make sure that that's repaired. That's repaired. Kind of want to put a double one of those up there. We may go ahead and do that. We got just a little bit of time left. And I think I can get it done. Okay, let's go on. Get that. Because I think it would be a good idea to have doubled up anyways. Let's copy shape rotation. There we go. Let's do that. Okay. There we go. I wish that I could put bars there. I could go ahead and do that at least. Okay. There we go. We'll make sure that we got everything nice and loaded. We got a back out way, which, yeah, I'd much rather prefer to jump over here, but they're going to be coming up over there. Can't remember, do I have a torch? I got one on the wall there. Let's take that down. Okay. Let's go ahead. That torch up there so everybody can see a little bit better. And we are just a matter of time on the Horde. So... okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to make quite a few repair kits and stuff. I've already got to repair my wrench. Okay. And... oh, it's always waiting that gets to me the worst. Let's see. Come on now. We do have, like I said, I can't, did I read that book? Yeah, drinking beer no longer blurs your vision. So yeah, we're gonna do, let's put that down there. Because that gives what? For 1 minute you get plus 40% stamina regain. So, you know, I mean, and plus stun resist, which we aren't going to really be down there stunning, but we're going to try to do this. All right, so here we go. Let's see how crazy it is. Alright, everybody. There's the tone. Holy cow. That's all I can say. Holy cow. Ooh, we got some good shoes. I forgot to eat before I took on this horde, and that was kind of a problem a little bit. But luckily the firearms were enough to keep us kinda not having to worry that much about it. Oh man. So many books. Okay, let's start off. We got the brass book. Use 50% chance for power attack for stun baton, not useful. Robotic sledge. We may have to try to see. Hopefully we can find a robotic sledge. That would be nice. Safe. That one's not that great. 44. Craft AP. Nice. Craft flaming arrows for. That one's not bad. Okay. Yeah, and we got so much stuff. Of course, I imagine a lot of these loot bags are going to be empty. We will take all that. Forge ahead. Hey, there's a vitamin. Nice. Oh, wow. That... They did take out that pole over there. They wrecked some stairs. Oh, man. Okay. Reduce chance of being lit on fire. Okay, that one's not a bad one. Okay, scrapping for fun. Handy land. Just got so many bags to deal with, so. Okay. Let's see. That's one thing with this series. Every Friday is gonna be a massive horde on here, so. That's one thing. Spear Hunter. We aren't really doing spheres, so that's not much use for me. I'm hoping I might find some, like, more food and stuff like that in here. Come on now. A lot of these red bags, you know, they just... empty, not that great, but the yellow ones, that's the ones that we want. I mean, red bags do have some stuff here or there, you know, especially like the ones from the nurses. Stuff like that. I do apologize. I don't know what the dogs are barking about right now, but they are acting a fool right now. I just want to try to get these looted up real quick. Okay, we can make so much stuff. That's awesome. And did get a decent amount of ammo back at least. I mean, we burned through a lot of ammo there, but we did get some back at least, so nowhere near what we used. But we also got a couple levels, so you know, I was very happy about that. Would be even happier if I could run across a few more Sledge Saga. We got Wiring 101, Power Attacks, now Penetrate and Damage Enemies. That one, hey, find more Dukes and ATMs. We don't really have any of those that we're dealing with. Okay. I did kind of course, we've got a little bit to work around here getting kind of things back up and going. But I do wonder about sometime... Oh, we already read that Sledge Saga. Sledge Saga. There we go. Power attacks down, opponents suffer. Ooh, that's cool. And we got Iron Sledgehammer Quality 4. Ooh, that's nice. That's real nice. Okay, let's see. We got a few more bags up here. This held up really good. I did have that one set of bars break on me, but not too terribly bad. We were able to keep stuff repaired. All right, so... And we did get a couple herbal antibiotics and stuff, so not too terribly bad of a horde night. Got lots of good stuff. We got to get ourselves fixed up, though. And like I said, that's my biggest problem is the food issue right now. So we got to definitely take care of that. We've got... We've got some chicken stock. Or chicken soup here. That's going to help with food and water. Let's just eat all three of those. Okay. Hopefully whenever things start to respawn, we'll start having, you know, better stuff. I think I need to make another... Well, you know what? We've got stuff like that. Right now, really aren't much use. I've got this other box out here. That we initially had put some stuff in. We can put stuff like that in there for right now. Stuff I just don't know what to do with, really. We did get some more glue. Good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we came along pretty good. Things are looking really good. Like I said, I've got to water pretty good. Food is definitely a problem, so... And unfortunately, I don't have any corn seed right now, so that kind of really hurts there. Alright, but I think that's going to do it for this one, so be sure, if you haven't, be sure to light up that like button and blow up that subscribe button. Be sure to comment in the video, tell me what you think of the series, if you're enjoying this Trapped Inside series. If you got any tips or suggestions on there, please let me know. And we will see everybody on the next one.